Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Clyde. Say hi, Clyde.
Hi everyone.
Hi. This is take two. Today's topic is we're going to talk about LDR and a little bit about dating sites as well, because being in a dating site means you're in LDR more or less. So the two are combined really. So we're gonna talk about the difficulties and the good parts, because there are good parts about being in an LDR, and how to survive it and how to thrive in one and how to make them successful. Clyde is going to explain most of this today. I'm going to be quiet because I keep getting in trouble for talking too much.
No.
Well, not from you, from other people as well. So, but Clyde was on the dating sites anyway for 5 years and had various LDRs. I was on dating sites for 2 years before I met Clyde, and I had 2 fairly long LDRs. So I think we're both qualified to be able to talk about the problems in an LDR and the things that you can face. So you want to make a start about certainly being in dating sites anyway for 5 years.
Yes. So, in the previous video, I said there that I was in the dating site for 5 years, and the different dating site, 5 dating sites, and so because we are in the dating sites, we need to have the so-called LDR or long distance relationship. But before I will go to that situation, I must have to see to it that my mind and my heart are ready, and also I have a good connection to the Lord. Yes, because I must have to see to it that my mind is clear, I have a sound mind, and my heart also is ready for the LDR thing.
Yes, because it can be quite tough.
Correct. And I should have a good connection to the Lord, because I will not do things without any discernment from the Lord. I will not do things without any intuition from the Lord. Because in my case, when I was in the dating site, it was clear for me that I am there looking for my future husband. And it was clear that in my mind and my heart was totally ready. In what way that you are ready? Heartily. We should have, it is very important. Make sure that your heart is ready, meaning you are free to enter into a relationship. Meaning you are free, it means you are single. Do not mingle if your heart is complicated.
Good point.
You belong to another man or woman. Yeah, to avoid any chaotic relationships or something. So, because there are a lot of cases that they are not successful in their LDR or relationship because the other party have someone on their hearts or something like that.
Well, shortly we're going to be talking about trust issues between couples in an LDR, but you've got to trust yourself first.
Yes, that's why that's why I'm sharing this. You must have to see to it that your heart is ready and your mind also is ready, and you have a good connection to the Lord. Why is it that there is God? Because apart from God, everything is useless, everything is nothing. Yes. And also, where can I have? Well, for me, where can I get? Or where can I have? Or when can I have the intuition? It is from the Lord. I am Christian. I must have to listen to God's instruction. Because if I did not, then I will not. I don't think I found you. Because it's been 5 years. And if there was no intuition from the Lord that I need to pursue there because He prepared someone for me. If I did not hear that, and if I did not hear that, I will not pursue it. In LDR or in a dating site, I've been a lot of scammers. It's stressing, stress. So it's not easy And you know, intuition. What is intuition? I'm talking about this is you have the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning.
Yeah.
Yes, you must have to, like me, God filled me or through dreams. I will share that after, before we get married, during, a week before we will get married. I will share that in a video about my dream.
Yeah, you're gonna do that?
Yeah, I will do that because that's the point. That's the dream that that helped me to stick in the dating side, because God prepared someone for me, and I cannot refuse that. Yeah, if I did, I question the sovereignty of God.
True.
Yeah, so that's it. So that is an intuition. That is an intuition that without any reason, it cannot compete that intuition from the Lord.
Okay.
And also, because of that intuition, I must have to use my patience to find the right one for me. And because of that intuition that comes from the Lord, I must have to trust someone, to find and trust someone to for me to have in the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I should have to have a determination. That's the very key. That's the very key in the LDR, determination.
Well, you must have had a lot of determination to stay on a dating site for 5 years.
If I don't have, then 5 years is a long years. If I don't have that determination, I should have to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I should have to be, in LDR we should have to be cautious or careful enough to talk to somebody or someone there, because a lot of me being in LDR dating site for 5 years, I've been talking a lot of men, and you should have, or I was very careful, guys. I was very careful that time, because a lot of men pretended that they are honest, and also they are genuine or something like that. Yeah, but it ended not good, because I noticed that this is not good, and he is not the one for me, something like that. And also he should have the love.
Yeah, well, that has to, I mean, that would come through time, wouldn't it? The love.
The love.
That wouldn't be immediately obvious, because you need to get to know somebody first. Yeah. But eventually that would have to be there, wouldn't it? It would have to show.
Yeah, before you can develop the love, the so-called love, you must have to understand the patience, the determination, the being careful of being there, while being there, and the trust issues. You should have to understand what are these characteristics.
Trust is the most important thing.
Yes.
But it's the most difficult to master.
Yes, I give you an example for that trust. Trust.
One.
Because I had one time I talked with that man, and he said that yes, I will stick to you. I will focus on communicating with you, something like that. So they said okay, and then I trust him, and then he was from UK also.
Oh.
Yeah, so I know the time difference. Yes, and he said that I will not talk anybody except you. And then when I checked on his on the messenger, he was there online 2 hours ago, something like that. And he said that he's going to sleep. So this time, I mean, women. I'm speaking in behalf of the women.
Yeah.
That yeah, we are willing to give our patience, trust, determination, love, respect, and everything. But sometimes there are some men who is not don't deserve everything
Yeah, I would
that
do.
we
I
want
would agree.
to, yeah, we want to share or give. So yeah, that's why there, very important. One word also that I learned, that we need to have both. We need to have this synergy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it must be a collaboration.
yeah,
Yeah, so or a give and take. Not only women or not only men who will who will exert effort to achieve a good relationship or a successful relationship. Yes, and also we must have to give time. Time.
Yeah.
There are people who are there in the relationship but don't want to give their time.
Well, I would say if somebody's not able to give their time, when they are able to give the time but don't give that time for communication, and I think that's one of these what we call red flags.
Yes, exactly.
Because certainly when me and you started, or you and I, sorry, started talking, we were messaging each other whenever we could.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there wasn't a reply. If I messaged you, you didn't reply straight away because you were busy doing things.
Yeah.
That's fine, but sending a message I think is important, even if the other person can't reply there and then. But just sending a message where you are, what you're doing.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, I'll ask you this question. I know that you're smart. Where are you?
Oh, who, me?
Oh yeah. So this is a very simple question. How do you spell love?
Oh, so this is a trick question.
No, that is not a trick question.
How do you spell it?
How do you spell love?
Y-O-U?
Y-O-U? You?
Yeah, no, you, not me.
Why?
Why? Yeah, O-U.
Okay.
Well, the answer is not as simple as L-O-V-E, is it?
Yeah, I read from a book. I don't know if you read this book, Rick Warren, his book, that book, Purpose-Driven Life.
All right, okay.
He said there, the right spelling of love is T-I-M-E.
Time. Makes sense.
How can you say that you love that person if you don't spend time to talk, or send message, or communicate, or something like that? So for us to have a successful LDR or a successful relationship, we must have to spend time.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And spending time, and the most amount of time that you can spend, will allow you to get round all the other problems that can be faced in an LDR. And we've talked about the trust issue, but there's also you talked about the time, but there's also the assumption and the wrong assumptions, where if you send a message to someone or try and call them and they don't reply, you start thinking the worst. Oh, who are they with? What are they doing?
Yeah.
And that is a major problem.
Yeah, that is a major problem. Even, well, now it is okay because we have a lot of ways how to communicate. Long time ago, yeah, well, LDR is not only for couples or something, yeah. So LDR for friends or your parents, yeah. So in my family, my parents worked abroad for 10 years during our 10 years in Saudi Arabia because they want us to go to school and finish college or something like that. So they worked in Saudi Arabia for 10 years, and the way of communication was sending letters and sending voice tapes.
Yeah.
Yes, and the later part we have landline.
All right.
Yeah. And then, well, because we were young, sometimes whenever they call us on the landline, sometimes we will not answer the call because they call us every day. And we're being young, we want to go somewhere or something like that. So, I know it was not good.
No, and your father watches these videos, and your mother,
Yeah.
and now he's going to know that you didn't answer the calls.
No, they know already.
All right.
We told them. But yes, nowadays it's very easy for us because a lot of ways how to communicate: Messenger, WhatsApp, Viber. So there's no excuse for us not to give time just to say hello, or how are you, or something like that.
Exactly.
Even if you are busy.
Well, I think even if both people are busy, or just one person is busy, the other person maybe not so much, it's just making the effort to communicate as often as you possibly can, even if it's only just a text, to say, hi, I'm doing such and such, hope we can chat later. Just keeping in touch, I think is vitally important, for my side anyway. From the man's side, if you send a message, or you get a message rather, to say, hi, I'm just going to the shops, I'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you did.
Yeah, we let each other know what we were doing all the time, didn't we?
Yes, and that's why I trust you, because the moment you say, I will go to the shop, and yes, you did you went to the shop. And then before you went out for work, you will say, you send that message that I will go now, and if I have time, I will take a video where I am to give you an update. So that will make our heart and our mind at peace.
Well, that was one of the reasons why I did it, because then you knew that if you sent me a message, I wouldn't be able to answer.
Oh yes, so that is the body, or something like that. The body of being an LDR.
Yeah, well, that comes down to trust.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why.
The other big problem is jealousy.
Oh, jealousy, but I don't have any problem with that.
Oh, you're not jealous at all. But jealousy can be a big problem in an LDR, because obviously if somebody doesn't reply to a message, then the jealousy kicks in. You start becoming jealous. Who's she with? Who's she talking to?
Can I interact that?
Yeah, of course you can.
I don't have any jealousy, because that's why I told you a while ago that make sure that your heart and mind is ready and you have good connection to the Lord, because God will reveal what's going on. If your partner, let's say your partner, does something not right, God will reveal that to you. It happened to me a lot of times. That's why it took me 5 years, because God revealed to me that He's not right one for you. He will send me a message through dreams, through visions. And only I know that only Christian can understand this. But even if you are not Christian or not a good connection to the Lord, how do you call this? While viewing or while listening to what we are talking now, you will know that God is speaking to us, because He's the living God. He's alive. He's not dead. He's not blind.
Yeah.
The most powerful God. So I know that His plan for us is to prosper us and not to harm us. Yes. And in that relationship, that is very important. That is very important in our lives, to be with someone.
Yeah, of course.
To be with someone. And in that process, God is with us. God is helping us. So make sure that you have good connection to the Lord, so that you don't feel jealous. Oh my God, you talk about jealousy. So if you have right connection to the Lord and your heart is at peace, that man is doing well, everything is peaceful.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question now?
Yeah.
In our LDR,
Yeah.
what gave you the confidence that you were speaking to the right person this time?
Yes, because you make my heart and mind at peace. You talk, let's say, that's what I talked a while ago, that the moment you went out for work, what you said is, yes, I will send you a message, and you send me a message. And then you said that I'm heading home. Yes, in a few minutes you're there. But sometimes I cannot wait. I slept.
Yes. Well, that's the other difficult thing in an LDR is the time difference between many countries and the Philippines. With the UK, it's now winter time in the UK, so the difference is 8 hours. In the summer, it's 7 hours. So for us, it was 7 hours difference when we were talking. And that is difficult because I was getting home from work.
Like 11?
Well, your time, about 11.
Yeah,
12 o'clock sometimes.
Yeah, 11 in the evening, or 12.
So, yeah, you fell asleep.
Yeah, I wanted to wait. That's why I was looking videos on YouTube or something like that. But then suddenly, and then it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
But that's another thing where we come back to the trust issue. I knew that it was late at night for you, and when I got home and I sent you a message and there was no reply, then I knew there's a very good chance that you'd fallen asleep.
Yeah, that's why, that's the synergy, collaboration.
Yeah.
I understand you and you understand me.
Yeah, because we got to know our schedules.
Yes.
Of what time you start to get sleepy. Obviously, at that time of night you do. So we were prepared for that. Synergy, yeah, that's a good description.
And I told you, I'll share this to you guys. One time, you waited for me like how many hours? I think like 5 years. I think the last message I sent to you was I told you that I'm going to charge my cell phone. Okay, share that to them.
Well, we were talking, and you realised that your cell phone was getting low on battery, I think.
And then,
so you said, right, I'm going to charge my cell phone. I said, okay, no problem. Well, just message me when you're done, when it's charged. Okay, I waited 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It must have been about 4, maybe even 5 hours later.
Yeah.
You sent me a message with a big apology that you forgot to message me because you were busy listening and dancing to music on YouTube.
No, cooking videos.
Watching cooking videos. And I thought,
at that time, I realized that it's 5 years. I was waiting for long hours. My goodness. But so sorry for that.
And my first thought was, all right, okay, we're hoping we're going to be together at some point. She's learning how to cook, so that's not bad.
Yeah, that's part of an LDR relationship.
But again, that cycles back to what we were talking about, the trust issue. I trusted your explanation because I was getting to know you by then, and it was quite feasible that you spent a lot of time on watching YouTube videos, on cooking videos. And if anybody there doesn't know a Filipina, trust me, if they've got a mobile phone, just do your own thing, because you will not get any conversation, you will not get any common sense until that phone is put down. And there's two of them here. Clyde, she's at school today when we're making this video, she's not here, but if she was, and Clyde wasn't doing this video, she'd be on the phone. Yeah, am I right?
Not on the phone every time.
Alright, and the laptop then?
The laptop. I'll just use my cell phone and laptop in my free time. Free time only.
Yeah, and the good thing about the Philippines is you've got a lot of free time. Okay, so we've been talking quite at length about various things, so we're going to have a quick recap because the video is already getting quite lengthy. So very quick recap of what we've discussed about. The important things in an LDR, we think, are trust. Developing that trust and trusting the other person is vitally important, I think. What's next? Time. Making the time for that communication, and making a time whenever you can to either send a text or video, but making that time. Communication, a good communication between each other. And again, going back to the time, as often as possible. What else?
Synergy. Collaboration.
Oh, two good words there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, patience. If you send a message to someone, they don't reply immediately, have a bit of patience. There's probably a good reason for it. As men, I think, I know a few from previous videos that I've been watching, that they have very little patience. If they send a message to their Filipina, she doesn't reply, they immediately think the worst. It's not always the case. 9 times out of 10, it's something completely innocent. So have a little bit more patience. And finally,
Intuition.
intuition. Yeah.
Good intuition.
Good intuition, and maybe can be explained in layman's terms as gut instinct.
Instinct. Yes.
Yeah. You instinctively know, I think, when things are right, and you possibly have doubts when you think things are wrong.
Yeah.
If you have doubts, seriously think about it. If you are quite positive and your intuition is telling you that things are right, then go with it.
Pursue.
Pursue it. Yep.
Yeah. So again, make sure that your heart and mind are ready to mingle.
Ready to mingle.
That's it.
So that's been the video today. I hope you've picked up something from it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know your experiences of an LDR, either good or bad. Are you in an LDR now? Have you been in an LDR? And put that in the comments as well. And we always try and answer all comments. You'll see that if you look at the comments underneath, we always try and reply to them.
Okay.
So we look forward to your comments, and thanks for watching. And
Thanks.
we'll be back soon with another video.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.